Hey, welcome to Real Estate Happens, the very first and longest running real estate show on the web. I'm John McQuilkin. Thanks for tuning in. Today we are in the Antelope Valley Country Club Estates in Palmdale, California, and we're going to take a quick driving tour through the neighborhood as I tell you a little bit about the neighborhood. So I'm going to turn the camera around. Do not go anywhere. I am wedging the camera onto my dashboard, and then we're going to get driving. Okay, so here we are. I got the seatbelt on, just double checking. We're going to make a left-hand turn onto Fairway Drive. Just going to take a quick drive around the neighborhood off of Fantasy Street. It's a rather large neighborhood. I'm not going to drive down every street within the neighborhood. There's some new construction going on in the neighborhood called the Cottages from the high $300,000. Now let's just take a little drive through this neighborhood. Now the homes further away from the country club and the golf course are less expensive. So if you don't require living on a golf course, you might want to consider living a block or two away from the golf course. We're approaching Bogey Street. I'm going to make a right-hand turn onto Bogey Street. You know, I used to be in broadcasting when I was younger, and we were taught never to say the word A. A is a letter. You say ah. So I always try to correct myself when I said A. I said, oh wait, it's ah. Okay, so here we go. That's a little bit of trivia for you. God, I just love this neighborhood. I love the homes. By the way, I just wanted to ask you, do you guys prefer two-story houses or one-story? This is Fantasy Drive. We're turning back onto Fantasy Drive. The reason I asked you that is because most people prefer two-story houses so that they can do the entertaining on the first level and have their privacy on the second level. I've always enjoyed one-story ranch-style houses. I don't like having to go up and down steps. And also, when I live in a neighborhood, I really don't want the house next door to me to be a two-story house, because then you lose all your privacy in your backyard if you're lounging around your pool and you have a neighbor on the second floor next door staring down at you. Okay, so I'm turning onto Country Club Drive right now. And this street will take you straight into the Antelope Valley Country Club. Now I'm going to do a separate video on the Antelope Valley Country Club, but I will tell you this. It is affordable when you compare it to country club membership in Los Angeles, Beverly Hills, or Bel Air. Now, what do these homes sell for in this neighborhood? Well, I won't give you the specific numbers of what these homes sell for, because you might be watching this video 5 years in the future or 10 years in the future, and those prices will not be relevant. But I will give you a range. Every once in a while, you can get a good deal starting in the mid 300,000s in this neighborhood. On average, the homes sell for around $500,000 in this neighborhood, and some are much more than that. The homes along the golf course, of course, are much more than $500,000. Most of the homes in this neighborhood, well, depending on where they're located within the neighborhood, are custom homes. Some of the homes further away from the golf course are more track style housing. Okay, so straight ahead is the Antelope Valley Country Club. I'll make a separate video on the Antelope Valley Country Club, but I will pull into the country club and just turn around just so you can get an idea of the country club. Okay, so this is the parking lot of the Antelope Valley Country Club. What can I tell you about this place? Well, it has a pool. It has tennis courts. It, of course, has the golf course, which is a very nice golf course, championship designed golf course. There it is, straight ahead. Just lovely, lovely, lovely. Just love this golf course. Many of the amenities at the moment are closed, but there is a restaurant, there is a bar, there are banquet facilities that you can rent out. And if it wasn't COVID at this time, you'd be able to enjoy those facilities. The membership, as I mentioned before, is very reasonable. Shoot me a text, an email, or a phone call, and I will give you more information on the membership. Okay, so now I'm pulling out of the country club. This neighbor here on the right is very nice. I've spoken with him before. Very nice gentleman, enjoying his best retirement years. Okay, so I'm going to make a left-hand turn now onto Fairway Drive. These homes on Fairway Drive overlook the golf course, so they are my favorite in the whole neighborhood. These homes start at around $650,000 overlooking the golf course. Most of these homes here overlooking the golf course are custom built homes. Very well maintained. Even though we're in the desert, the yards are beautiful. If they're not green, they're desert landscaped. And like I said, very well maintained. What I love about the Antelope Valley Country Club Estates is it's very convenient to the 14 freeway, which takes you back into Los Angeles. You enter this neighborhood off of Rancho Vista Boulevard, which is Avenue P, and you turn onto Country Club Drive, and you're in the Estates neighborhood. So if you live in Los Angeles and are considering moving here to the Antelope Valley, on the weekends you can get back into Los Angeles in 45 to 50 minutes. Of course, during the week when there's traffic, it is much more than that. You know, just depending on how much traffic there is. But I think it's well worth it, especially if you can work from home 2 or 3 days a week. It might be well worth your consideration to move to the Antelope Valley, because you get so much more house for the money. Like I said, these homes, $650,000 overlooking a golf course. You couldn't get a 2-bedroom bungalow in Los Angeles for $650,000. Okay, so I'm going to wrap up this video now. We're at Golfers Street right here. What I want to do, it's Golfers Drive. Let me take a quick turn on the Golfers Drive. I just want to show you this little cul-de-sac that I love. It's called Susan Court here in the neighborhood. And I love cul-de-sac living, because in any neighborhood, everyone knows the best place to live in a neighborhood is on a cul-de-sac, because you don't get all the through traffic. People aren't driving down your street unless they're perhaps a real estate agent shooting a video, right? Okay, so here is Susan Court. I'm just going to turn onto it. There's only 4 or 5 homes on this little cul-de-sac, and the 2 at the end of the cul-de-sac overlook the golf course. So you got a great view of the golf course, and you're on a cul-de-sac where it is nice and quiet and peaceful. So again, this is Susan Court within the Antelope Valley Country Club Estates. And then straight ahead is one of my favorite homes in the neighborhood. It's a large 2-story house with a large balcony on the 2nd floor, a 3-car garage, a 2-door entryway. Just a perfect place to live and a perfect spot to end this video. Well, that's it for today's show. I hope you enjoyed this driving tour through the Antelope Valley Country Club Estates. If you're considering moving to the Antelope Valley or anywhere in Los Angeles County, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. Give me a call, email me, or text me, and I will be happy to help you find the perfect home in Los Angeles County. Well, that's it for today's video. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm John McQuilkin, and I'll see you in real estate.